Hey guys, it's me here once again, the annoying host as usual, here to bring you Warframe, currently in open beta. Basically, Mass Effect meets awesome ninja guy in space. Up to 4-player co-op mode, blah 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 blah. Let's begin this preview, shall we? Alright, so first off, main menu, nice, that's all. Anyway, so we go to here, and well, first off, let's start with customization, because that's what every hardcore PC gamer who has like, I have a computer level of over 9,000 loves to tweak out and everything. So as you can see in gameplay, we have, the typical blah 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 display. A pretty alright display graphics card settings. I mean, it's not the most advanced thing in the world, but hey, it's average. It gets the job done. There does not seem to be, well, never mind. What am I saying? There is a field of view, which, so if you're one of those people who's like, this is too small, or, this is too big, you can adjust as you want. Everything's, rebindable. You can even use a gamepad with this game, but I don't suggest that because it's way more fun to use a keyboard, but that's just me. PC messed with it. I'll stop. And then, you're out of blah, 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 blah. That is your settings. So, customization, pretty good, especially for an open beta. So, yeah, that's a... Wow, I just totally dropped towards the middle. I was going to say, I can be a little silly sometimes. Anyway, so, main menu. Wow, that's some real clippage over here. Never noticed that. Focusing! Over here we have news updates like, oh, hey, this update just came out, hotfix, blah, 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 blah. Alerts, special type of mission, which will happen every now and then. You can do them, blah, 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 whenever they show up. Profile, arm yourself, friends list, buy stuff, and make stuff, which is very unique. It's very farm heavy, though, so it's like... let's say I want to make this Reaper Prime rep, and I would have to find both these, Reaper components and grind some more current cells, and even find the blueprint alone. Like, most things, you can just go in the market and buy. Some you have to grind and grind and grind to get. Like, let's say I go over here near the end, because if it's already made, it would cost premium, which is the, like, premium money, like, you pay to get this. This is not pay to win. Like, you can get all of these on your own, through a lot of work, but it's more like, alright, I'll give you real money and you give me this. It's kind of a very convenient thing. You start with 50 when you make an account, so you can't really buy anything other than like maybe inventory expansions or whatever. You buy a blueprint like this. I'm not actually gonna buy it because I already have it also for melee weapon, but I would buy this, purchase, bam, in my inventory, right? I would go to Foundry, and then if I had enough components, I could build it. So, and when something's building, after it uses the money to, make and stuff, and your materials, of course, you can rush it to finish now. Like, see, I have 50 platinum. I could rush this, get it done and over with. I don't have to wait for however long it takes. So that's interesting. So it's very much not pay to win, but it's like, hey, I have extra money flying around. I'll throw it towards this game and get some benefits. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to be showing off some gameplay shortly. First off, this little component right here. This is a key list where if you want to visit your clan, which I will show you right now, because you should totally join my clan, the Casual Ninjas, because we're very casual. Yeah, self-promotion, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. You would use keys to go to your clan dojo, which you do need to construct your clan key, which is a little lame, but I can understand in the sense of they just introduced this. They're still working on bugs. The clan system's just in alpha phase. It was just implemented the last patch. So, what I'm going to be showing you may or may not be outdated by the time this video gets onto YouTube. But basically, we have this little nice clan area, and you might be thinking to yourself, wow, this is awfully small and I can't attack here. What's the point of being here? Well, it's because of this. Well, not... Let's try that again. There we go. So, you can collect materials and then donate them to help in the construction of, well, parts of your dojo, parts of an area. Like, as you can see, we already have the credits all donated, some ferrite, no salvage, quite a bit of fused now spores, and no former, right? When we'll donate that, this area hallway will be completed, and then we can make more buildings and make more functions. Over here, which I will just, woo! Acrobatics. Oh, I fell down a hole. I didn't know that you could do that. Anyway, acrobatics, people. So, if you go back here, you can see all the possible ones, like connectors and stuff. A great hall, which I presume is like a socializing hub. Dueling room, where you can actually have some PvP. It's like, oi, what you say, clan mate? oh, bring it on, fight me, but I'll fight me IRL, and then you can like fight in here, and then you laugh at the loser. Yay! Reactor, so you can make more buildings because buildings require energy. Elevator if you want multiple floors. Oracle if you want to research some stuff, because in clients you can research things and get specific exclusive blueprints of awesomeness. So anyway, so yeah, really lacking right now. It's only an alpha. You'll probably see, there'll probably be more updated by the time this video comes out, so don't use this as a final judgment other than a basis, and I think it's pretty cool. It definitely does have the potential to become awesome, but that's how old Clan is right now. Before, it was just, okay, it's just like a group, a big group. Now they at least have a place to chill out. Anyway, moving on to gameplay now, like actual acro frickin' batics. We can go up here, go to online where we can join random games, or host our own. Private where only friends can join you. Invite only where only people who you invite can join. And solo, which is completely by yourself in offline mode. However, solo is a lot harder because it's not properly optimized. Like, if you're playing with 4 people, it's not going to be any harder. Like, everyone's going to be the same balance. It's not going to be scaled differently than if you were by yourself. So, only do solo in the beginning missions, which are easier. Or if you're really overpowered, such as myself. Like, I'm going to go into my inventory for a moment and just equip all my nice things. Because I have multiple weapons. This feels pretty good. And by that I mean equip my Grom. So, let's just go to Mercury. And let's do the first assassination mission, yeah? So every mission, there's different missions, systems, things you can go to. Like, I'm doing assassination mission right now where you kill a boss, get nice loot, stuff like that. 3 factions where there's like zombies people, robot people, and then there's like Grenier, which are like human clone people. So, like, this game does have lore, does have background, but you really have to dig outside of the game to find out, like on the forums and stuff where they'll be telling about it. It is unknown at the time that there will be a single player campaign in this because there's no real linear storyline so far in the game, but it's kind of like do whatever you want, right? It's almost World of Warcraft raiding-esque where, how do I put it, like, let's say you raid in World of Warcraft, right? You raid, and then what do you get from raiding? Gear. Then what do you use that gear for? Raiding. This game is very much like that, where you just grind to get nice things, and then using those nice things, you grind to get other nice things. It seems a little silly, yes, I know, but it's just, it's for that type of people, right? And, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it works. It's very addictive because it's like, oh, this thing's really cool. I want it, right? So you're going to grind to try and get it, or, help contribute to the game, pay some real money for premium cash, and then, well, get it easier, I guess. Ooh, he turned to blood, yes. So, this game, does have a lot of gore. You can disable it, but obviously, since, I'm a big boy, yay! I really don't care. If you do care, I apologize. Maybe just don't watch the video then. Just listen to this as if it was a podcast or something if you don't like seeing gore and stuff. This game does have physics, and sometimes things can really bug out. This character I'm using, Excalibur, he's not the only, I guess, class to say. I believe at this time there's 13 classes. You start from choosing one of 3. This is one I chose. And then you can grind or buy the rest of them. Although you can only hold up to 2 unless you buy more slots, which I do plan to do eventually. But each Warframe plays differently and has different abilities, like me. Excalibur can have up to, well, every Warframe, that's, class stuff, has up to 4 abilities. So, how do I put it? Excalibur is very much a melee, I get up in your face and then you die Warframe. I only use the 1 ability because I've just upgraded so much that I don't really need other abilities. Things are a little unbalanced, but you know what? It's still an open beta. There are bound to be balance issues and, well, inconsistencies. Excalibur is very tough, beefy, and just a lot of damage. And particularly, very noob-friendly. I didn't pick him because I was a noob. I actually picked him accidentally. I was going to pick Loki. So I could be like, whoo, teleport around and stuff like that. But, unfortunately, they do not have a confirmed selection when you're choosing your Warframe. So when you go to choose your starting character guy, make sure you choose the one you want. Do not click on any others unless that's the one you want, because there's no confirmation. Once you click it, it's, you know, yours. Take backsies. Oh, and this red box thing that's following me around, that's like called a sentinel. It's like a pet. Currently, he can't do anything because I just got him, so I have to level him up so he can get, you know, abilities and stuff like that. They're actually really hard to get, and by really hard, I mean they're just really expensive, right? Yeah, I mean, I think you need 100,000 credits to unlock the recipe, and even then you need to pay like another 15,000 to actually construct, along with the materials. But it's really worth it because it's like an extra gun in hand in combat. So I'm particularly happy of this purchase because he's called the Death Cube. He's basically a companion cube of vaporization. I like this, but that's just me being silly. So here's a boss. First boss of the game, Captain Vor. Each little boss gets a little own intro, unless you bug it out somehow, in which case they kind of don't. And I'm just gonna go around taking care of all the small fry. Oh, hey, this guy teleports. But as you can see, since I'm really overpowered for this area, I'm not having any trouble. He's down. They normally talk to you and taunt you throughout the fight. I mean, even if you're in a clan, they'll just be like, oh, your clan will be disappointed of you and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. They actually do the generic, oh, if this person does this, this, and this, I can have unique dialogue choices and so forth. As you can see right there from those guys going flying. Yay, physics. I love my kunai. There's also the bow and arrow, which if you actually hit and kill people with it, it's like the huntsman from Team Fortress 2. They'll go flying to the wall, like so. Although this can sometimes cause really awkward ragdoll physics, but like I said, open beta bugs will be bugs. And who knows, maybe that's not a bug. Maybe that's just in it to be funny on purpose. Like, to me, that's not a bad thing. Ooh, sweet. Door's locked. I can show off another gameplay mechanic. Yay! Let's go over here. So, lockdowns only happen with Corpus and Grenier people. What you trying to do, Willis? You're dead. Anyway, so, I hack, which is basically rotate these until they all match up like that, and then doors are unlocked, and I can continue on with my merry way. You can choose to kill every guy in a mission, although I particularly don't recommend it. It's like, do the mission, then just kind of get out, because it's like, more often than not, you'll just get wear down. I mean, unless you're trying to grind XP for your weapons, because you as a person do not level up. Your Warframe does, but that just allows you to have more mobs and stuff, which I will show after this mission. But you get a lot of XP for getting bonuses for completing the mission in the first place, so I just don't choose a sane fight. I just kind of choose to scoot my way out of here. As you can see, acrobatics. I can slide on the ground and stuff. Although, there is no reason why not to play co-op, because when you're in a group, when people, let's say, someone's using their primary weapon to kill this guy, right? Let's say that just happened. Then I would also get experience with my primary weapon. I kill that guy with my melee weapon, everyone gets experience with their melee weapon, so long as we're within a close proximity, but still. Obviously, you do not die from falling off, as you can see right there, which is very nice. But there's no real penalty, which I think is a little easy, but that's just my thoughts. You know, I'm not the developers, so I'm happy with it, but that's just me being a tryhard. So let's see what else is there to talk about. Yeah, this is really it of the gameplay. I mean, like, you can run up brawls and stuff, do backflips like this. Whee! I would love to show you more than just this, but this is too early in the game to have more of the advanced parkour type elements. Ability slash everyone dies. Typical. I'm overpowered. Because I mean, you're supposed to be overpowered. You're supposed to be this awesome ninja guy who's sent in to take care of problems. I mean, that's kind of the lore. You're elite. You're a part of an elite race of warrior, samurai, ninja people. I'm not sure what. I'm still trying to learn the lore myself, but basically you're sent in to do missions to save the universe or something. I don't know. It's really not all that discussed, or maybe it was and it's just been too long for me to remember. Oh well, but you are supposed to be overpowered. It's that sense of everyone else has to swarm or gang up to kill you, right? It's that feeling of, oh, I'm so overpowered and awesome, but you still have to be smart about it, right? Because if you just be like, oh, you can never kill me, you'll die pretty fast. I mean, I have my shields really upgraded, so it's especially hard to kill me. But other characters are a lot squishier. I mean, you initially start off with like 100 shields, 100 health. That is not a lot. You will die a lot early game. Because the games can be rather unforgiving. I mean, you go to infected level, you just get swarmed and, well, juggled to death, which is rather lame, but that's how it is sometimes, I guess. One experience away from despair leveling up. Oh, time to show you the mod system, which allows you to customize your weapons and give you more of a personalized sense. Alright, so mission complete, shows all your statistics, along with your allies if there was any, for the mission. You can go to rewards, log, which is chat log, I believe. And yeah, so that's the general gameplay. I mean, it does get a lot more advanced and harder than that, but obviously I'm just doing this to save time and energy, so you can be like, alright, cool, this is how it works, I'm out of here. Stuff like that. So we go to Arsenal, right? And this is how mods work. So let's click on Despair. Wait, first off, this shows you, if you click on it, it'll show you all the weapons. You do a comparison. Kunai and Despair. Despair are really rare type of kunai, which you can only get from a rare buff, so will sometimes only appear after you kill a boss. Really complicated, but it's really nice, and I enjoy it. It'll show you a comparison. Anyway, so you can modify it in the sense of, this is a mod slot, right? I can just put this around, and it's installed. I can swap it out for something else. It's like, now that's installed, and that's out. But particularly, I like that more. And there's these little indicators in the top right corner of each mod, where if you put, normally, let's take that out. This normally costs 8, right? But if you put in the right slot, it'll be reduced for half as much. So you can have really overpowered stuff in for half the cost. But let's say I take this out and I put this in here, right? It'll increase the cost because it does not match up. Like this symbol right here is not the same as the one in this top right corner. So they have to match. If they don't match, it will cost more. If they do match, they will cost less. So keep that in mind if you're doing mods. And yeah, so apply the configuration. Graham is a good example to show you for this. I have this charged with an Ocarine Catalyst or something, I believe, and that basically doubles mod capacity, because every time your weapons level up, or your Warframe, you get 1 more mod capacity. If it's overcharged, you get 2, so I can have twice as many mods in this. As you can see, I mean, I have like one with 10, 6, 6, 6, devil, 3 and a 2, right? I could even throw more in, like, for no good reason, but I don't, because I have a certain build with it, which is like, charge up, go ahead and kill, but that's just how I play. And once things level 30, if you have Forma, you can polarize it where it's like, I can get this polarized slots, where this weapon doesn't have any. I could use Forma, reduce it down to level 1, and I could give it like that kind of symbol, or that kind, or whatever kind I want, really. Warframes are a little bit different, in the sense that they have naturally have a lot more, polarizations, because they have abilities like super jump, whee, jump really high, stuff like that, but that's, it's like, ooh, ability jump high, woo, I could just wall run smart and do the exact same thing. That about covers it. Sentinels also have a type of, like, I don't know if they can get more weapons, 3 types in the game right now, so it's really lacking for, Sentinels, but you know what, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if there's too many, I feel like it'd be really awkward in the sense of, they're already hard to get, putting too many in could just ruin the value of them, if you understand my meaning. Anyway, so, I hope that was a good enough information. Preview of Warframe, a currently free-to-play open beta on Steam, which is developed and published by Digital Extreme, which, you know, kind of gave us Epic Pinball, Unreal Tournament, Dark Sector, etc., etc. Some pretty awesome games, in my opinion. And it's not just my opinion, it's also an opinion of the internet. So, there. So I would trust him with this. I thoroughly enjoy this game. It's on Steam right now for free. So, what are you waiting for? Go get it. It's awesome because you're a ninja in space with parkour. What else do you want, people? I mean, seriously. And it's free. What are you doing? Go get it! So yes, I have been the one and only annoying host as usual. This has been a preview of Warframe. And I'll see you all next time. Ta-da! I mean, toodaloo. I mean, ta-ta. I mean, I don't know how to do outros. Bye.